Gogveld. Just something on paganism and economics. Just doing a bit of recent bit of research. I found this in UC Press eBooks collection 1982 to 2004. Wagering the Land. Hang on. I'm just looking for the author of this. I can't find the name. I can't find the name of the author of this piece. However, where is it? It's right. I thought this was a bit interesting. Now this is Bugia pagans. It rings a bell, but I look for it, can't find anything. It comes up with Bulgarian pagans. Not sure if that rings a bell with anyone. If it does, let me know. Yeah. Either way, it comes off of that slightly into the contention, rhetoric, and power. Pagan ideologies far from a single orthodoxy. Theories of reality and notions of proper conduct vary considerably. Now, I'll just pause there. In a British pagan context, we're talking the Germanic paganism, Western and Northern Germanic paganism, which you can actually group. Whilst they are sort of disparate and separate, they are also related in different ways. Theories of reality and notions on proper conduct vary considerably. Continual debate on such questions creates a shared field of discourse more than a unified body of ideas. Since whole groups of individuals have rejected the ideology of their parents of Christianity, that field of discourse has been widened and partially rent in the post-war period. Yeah. Inequalities of power colour ideological discussions. Wealthy individuals seek to maintain their positions by manipulating the religious order. Exactly, something I've been talking about. It might seem like I'm getting all hatey on the Christians. It's not. This is just something I recognised, and it turns out it is a fact. It's just not something that people are willing to recognise. Anyway. While less powerful groups try to counter the status quo, or at least to effect compromises. It could be Bulgaria, but it says Buiga or Buigia. The elite cling fervently to paganism. The richest, the crisper syncretists, espouse Christian doctrine as well, but all seek to perpetuate the feast system. Okay. even the elite do not compromise an entirely homogeneous group with respect to this issue. The truly wealthy, a cosmopolitan group residing in a provincial capital, often as in can finance the required celebrations at little cost to their businesses or to their accustomed levels of consumption. For these fortunate few, pagan ceremonies are social, reasonable social and political investments, yet not indispensable ones. If the feast system were to collapse, their positions would not be jeopardized. Now, it, it I find it really interesting. And that's just one particular view of pagans and economics. That's just a small clip of it, and it's just the little interesting bit that you might find interesting. If it's any help, I don't know if anyone's going to be able to see this, but probably not. Yeah, anyone can see that. It's interesting reading. I'd like to find more. I'd like to see. I'd like to see if anyone else who is either more knowledgeable, has more resources, whatever, to make paganism and economics a bit clearer. I'd like to know the history of, and again, it's not on the religious side of things. It's on the cultural side of things. Yes, I know religion's got something to do with it. Give me a break, but it's on the cultural side of things. How does economics play in with paganism? Now, in some ways, there was, a very top-down thing. The leader of the tribe has all of the wealth. In several places, there's different houses with riches of their own in a small area, and back then the populations weren't so big. So was wealth as separated as it is now, or was there a socialist-like structure to their monetary system, to their economic system? Answers probably out there. I'm going to be going to look for it. I just thought that's an interesting question to put out there. If we're going to stand in the public field, this is going to be a view that'd be interesting to have a view on. I mean, me personally, I believe in wealth redistribution, and in that in that redistribution of wealth and investment towards, but you could say public resources, but it's also putting resources towards green energy, so that we don't have to tear up the land around the world. ruin and desecrate indigenous pieces of national heritage around the world heritage, for the sake of energy production. That doesn't have to be done, but it's being done largely because of greed, largely because of the system of capitalism. I wouldn't say I'm not. Well, I'm not sure if it if it is or if it isn't correct to say that there's any connection between capitalism and Christianity. I I know that the number system, numbers, we get that from the Arabic system. Um, the numerals, that's Roman. The Vikings, or if they ever did numbers, it was writing it in, writing the word out in runes, rather than having a symbol for the number. So yeah, I think it was forgive me if it could be that it could have been bartering. The main system of economics was bartering and trade. Trade one item for another, rather than just using currency. In many places where they can even afford to have currency, there would be bartering and trade. I wonder, is there any pagan cultural background to any of those behaviours? It's just purely curiosity. Wonder if anyone knows. Like I said, I'm gonna go do my digging, but if anyone else knows, let me know. There's just, I wouldn't suppose to go back to bartering as a form of economics. The population's way too big. Although, is it possible to supplement the economy? Is it possible to supplement our economic system with barter trading, as in the way it used to be done, or is it completely incompatible? If I'm right, bartering is like the trade. Bartering is trading. You trade one item for another. Pretty sure that's how it is. I do wonder. One of the ideas I've had, investing in green technology is the way to go. It's where the technology is going. Yes, there's these energy problems right now, but we know how to make energy from using renewable sources. Isn't it just a case of making that more efficient? Bit more of it, make it more efficient. Actually invest in it. I get that's a large reason why numerous pagans would be in the Green Party, but I'm a member of the Labour Party. Why? Because I'm a socialist, and I do believe in a party that can actually be in power. I look at it practically as well as idealistically, more than idealistically. You know, I'd love to vote for the Greens rather than Labour, especially with it right now, but Labour are more likely to bring about the policies that, even in this Starmer form. Everyone can complain all they like, but Phil Morris of a different bias. I reckon he's got it right. I reckon he's got it right, you know. He's got his own problems with Starmer. He said it so himself, but I reckon he's got it right. Even with Starmer in charge, we'd be more likely to get more of the policies that are not just that we like, but that we need, that would actually help. I wouldn't expect Starmer to be, revolutionary in his extraordinarily revolutionary in his policies. But they're not going to be Tory policies. I keep seeing he's a red Tory, he's a red Tory. Oh my God, he's a red Tory. He's just as bad as Starmer or Truss or Sunak. When it comes to the economy, the Tories are tested, and they have failed. Starmer is untested. Let him try, instead of doing the same thing over and over again. That's it on this subject for now, until I can find any more. And if someone can help me, bless others say, God kveld.